Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Investing Trading Live. This is episode 857, take number two. Take number two, my friends. First one obviously did not have audio. Today we're going to discuss a few different things. IWM leading the charge of the major indexes. S&P 500, Dow Jones, NASDAQ slowly behind, yet gapping up on the day and showing a little bit of strength, but slowing down after the open. Silver, gold, your commodities looking a little bit rough, but other commodities like oil surging, XLE surging. That's what we're going to discuss here in the day. We're going to take a peek at some other stocks. We'll look at Target as Target is closing stores. It's interesting, after they have the announcement of Target's closing stores, the market shows some positivity the day after that. It doesn't make any sense, but yet is the market. It will be irrational longer than you can remain insolvent. Did I say that right? I don't know. Anyways, there is risk in trading and investing. You can and will lose money at one point in your life. This is for entertainment purposes only, mainly mine, but hopefully you find it entertaining as well. That being said, S&P 500 SPY currently at 426.73. Market is still in that demand zone, my friends. Yes, it is. We talked about that on Monday. It was approaching the demand zone, popped out of it, and drove all the way to the bottom of this demand zone. We are currently still in this demand zone. We will see if this holds. I will say, if this demand zone does not hold, we might see some major bearish pressure coming into the market and the floodgates open up. So be protected on your positions. I'm going to talk a little bit later about the psychology of the market and how the market works and what it did back in 2008. Basically how emotions the emotions, fear and greed move the market, and what our thoughts and perceptions of the market doesn't really matter. It's going to do what it wants to do. No matter how convinced we are, that gut feeling that we have is, the market will still do what it wants to do. So S&P 500, as I said, 426.76 now, and up 0.2% on the day, which is about 85 cents in that demand zone. We will see what happens there moving forward. Dow Jones 336.05, currently even on the day, exactly even from the close of yesterday. Look, had a rough day yesterday. 336.04. Now with this Dow Jones, this looks like it's the only negative one on the day now, and now is now negative. We are live currently at 9:30, 1 hour after the open. That is 1 hour after the open. On Wednesday, September 27th. Make sure to subscribe and like the podcast on anywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Also, it'd be much appreciated to like the show on the Spreaker app. So for those of you that listen on the Spreaker podcast app, that's SPREAKER podcast app, we would appreciate those subscribes and likes. Also, in Spotify, you can actually put comments in there. Comment on how you like the show, how awesome it is, or how terrible it is, and how much you would like certain topics to be covered, and I'll do the best to cover those as well. So that's your Dow Jones. NASDAQ, the QQQ, currently up 0.38% on the day. Did I say percent twice? I think I did, but 355.58. At that pivot low, we actually breached that pivot low. So this NASDAQ could show some bearish pressure here, as it's a tongue-tied word to say. So let's continue to monitor that as we move forward on the market. So that is your NASDAQ. IWM, as I mentioned in the title, leading the charge, currently at 176.46. Now this one here is coming off a demand zone at the, let's get to the chart here, at the 174.80 to 172.60 area. So this one is popping off that demand zone. So we'll see what happens with that as we continue on moving forward. But this one leading the charge, up 1.18% on the day. Yeah, there you go. There's your major market update. Gold and silver. Gold and silver are some of your major commodities. Not looking too snazzy on that. With the commodities market. But that being said, XLE, which is energy, That is going up. So gold and silver, current spot prices of gold and silver. Gold, $1,885.47. So that one's been retreating, just plummeting here the past few days here at that low now from August 21st. So if we break this low, I'm looking to see this go back down to the demand zone. I wish this had some volatility. Let's pick up the volatility and see if there's what the IV gauge on this is. GLD. Picking up a little bit. I do like those demand zones around 1820 area, supply zone up to the $2,000 mark. So this has just been sitting here for quite some time. I doubt we can get some premium that far down. But we'll look anyway. HYG, I want to peek at that before we close out the show here. That is in a 5. It's high volatility. A lot of 4 gauges today. Might be some opportunities with some different markets, and they might be offering some premium here. So that's your gold market. Silver currently at $22.55, down 1.30% on the day. Not looking good for you physical silver holders, but don't be so sad because we have a demand zone around the $22 area that we have been talking about for a long time. So that is your silver market. Going back to gold, let's pull up the old options chain, currently at 174.91. Zero premium, even though it's getting up there a little bit. Well, if you want to own it it's not giving you any premium. If you want to buy it right now, you'll get yourself $1.55. So there you have it. There's that. So that's your gold and silver. So going back at your other commodities, with USO currently up 1.9% on the day at $82.46, going to the CL contract, which is the oil contract, back up to $92.56. I believe that is the right. Yep, that's the right one. So oil just continuing to surge here, bringing our gas prices up. I mentioned XLE, that's up 1.85%, currently at $91.59. Volatility is slowing down today, but it is up. Not on the day, but it gapped lower and has been showing strength here. So market fear gauge is continuing to climb. As we've been speaking here, the Dow Jones is in negative territory now. Qs is only up 0.4, and the SPY is only up 0.2, as it was before when we talked. Bitcoin up today, showing a big move today, really. Moving from the $26,300, going all the way up to $26,800, but dropping back down to where close where it opened up at the beginning of the day. So Bitcoin, very volatile market. HNT down almost 2% in the day, $1.41. All right, let's peek at our stocks. So, a couple notables. BHG's up to $6. Whoop-de-doo. Woo, woo, woo. Looking good for BHG, up 1.69%. Crap stock, though. Too bad. Hometown company. Here, so Turtle Beach has been a one love of mine. That was one of the best trades I ever had, was with Turtle Beach back in, this was in 2018, I believe. 2018. Yeah, 2018. One of those best trades I ever had. I got a love for Turtle Beach, but back down to, it was down to like $4 in, $2 in 2018, and surging up to $32 in actually 2018. Within that year, Just a monster trade there, monster opportunity. Going back down to $4, shooting back up in 2020 all the way up to $36, $39, $38 per share. So this one has shown some big moves in the market. And really always bouncing off that $4 to $5 mark. Actually had a beautiful demand zone that it bounced off of several times. So that's here, HEAR, Turtle Beach, currently at $9.32. Pelotar is up 5.5% roughly. Airbnb up 1%. Snapchat up 2.5%. DocuSign up. Build-A-Bear is up. Yeah, Build-A-Bear was a missed opportunity. I had some options that I was looking at with Build-A-Bear back in, I think it was May. One of those trades, well, you missed it, want. Move on, there'll be another one. GE is up again, so GE has been just a rocket ship straight up all the way from September of 2022. Just surging over the past year. So Target, I want to peek at Target. So yesterday, I wonder if we'll have any news in this thing. So yesterday, Target, oh, that was American. Oh, I'm wrong stock. I'm looking at American Airlines, folks. Wrong one. Target. There we go. So trending. Target closes 9 stores in 4 states amid rising crime. So this one is where, in the strategy that I like to do, sell some puts against things and collect premium, and hopefully I don't get to sign. But this one here, I do kind of like this long term. It's down about 60% from the highs, and currently low on the percent Bollinger Band, offering a little bit of premium, but yet is a falling knife right now. Do you want to catch falling knives? Not really, but I like the options that I got into there. We'll see what happens there within the next 20 to 30 days. So that is Target, currently at 110.05. So with them selling or closing stores, that could be a good thing. And if your perception is things aren't looking good, or a bad thing, but it could also be a good thing because, if they're losing money in those stores, why don't you get rid of them? Just like back in the day, I don't know if you guys know this, but McDonald's actually had chicken wings. And most of you probably didn't even know they had chicken wings, but they got rid of it so quick because they were so bad. You got to cut your losses and move forward. And that may be what Target is doing. So that's Target. Since American Airlines is high on the IV gauge, let's look with oil prices going up. That's probably going to be somewhat correlated with the airlines, but it is at a pivot low. Let's see if American Airlines is offering any premium. By the way, the ticker symbol is AAL. Currently at $12.77. See if there's any 30-day options there that give anything. Well, the 11s. If you like American Airlines at $11, which is not the end of the world, might have an opportunity there. So it'd have to drop about another 7% probably to get there. About another 13% within 30 days. Actually, it might be an opportunity there. I might peek at that a little bit more a little bit later here. HYG. I want to see this ticker symbol. This one is high volatility today. HYG, which is high yield corporate bond. Interesting. Okay. Low on the percent Bollinger Band. Not necessarily near any supply any demand zones, but is at a couple pivot points, so that is HYG. Let's see what that does. HYG. Ooh. Volatility is out of this world. Currently at $73.76. I wonder what's going on with this. But yeah, not giving any premium. Why, I couldn't tell you. Huh. Interesting. Very high on the IV gauge. Just volatility is just spiking. But that being said, not giving any premium. Move on. Yeah, so there's got IV gauge of 40. Got American Airlines, BMY, whatever that is. Costco, EA, which might be EA Sports. I don't know. GPS, KO, which is Nordstrom's. KO, I believe it. Let me double check. KO. Oh, silly me. Coca-Cola. Now, that one is usually a slow-moving stock. Current price at $56.29. The 55s are giving you a percent, which is at not a bad area. Price needs to drop another 2% only. Not far enough out of the money. That's KO. M, I believe, is Macy's. Procter & Gamble, TLT, UNG, WA, and XHB. XHB is probably an ETF. I'm not sure exactly what it is. All on a 4 for an IV gauge. So volatility is spiking up on a few of these stocks. So might want to check those if you're looking to own any of these stocks moving forward. But I do like American Airlines. I'm going to do some analysis on American Airlines, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow if there's any opportunities there. Goldman Sachs is down here today. JWN is Nordstrom. Silly goose. Macy's up 0.8%. So some of these you might be able to do some short-term spreads on. There's a strategy they like to do with short-term spreads that might be some opportunities. Nike is down 0.11%. And good old TKO is still plummeting down to $81.86 from the highs of $117 just a month ago. Only a month ago. So it dropped here 30% in a month. Not looking good for TK Holdings. The main holder is Endeavor Holdings, I believe it, or Endeavor Companies, which owns TKO or WWE stock and UFC when the merger about actually close to a month ago or a little bit less than a month ago. So that, my friends, is your market update. I know I did not get into your currencies. We're at about 20 minutes here, so we're gonna sign off for the day. But as always, subscribe to the podcast, and especially on Spreaker, Spreaker, and give us a like and follow the show. Make sure to download the segments as they come through, because then you'll also get notified when we do this live. We do this live each and every day, and usually in the mornings. Try to do it right around the open within the hour or so. As always, collect your profits from there, showing to you, protect your losses, keeping them small. Until next time, retire young, my friends.